Run them over. That's 500 points.
Oh, left?
Left. Just left, yeah. Run them over. Beep.
They don't care.
Just kidding. They're like, run me over. You can still
straight.
Yeah.
The ice cream truck.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't notice that. Ooh, that's kind of good lighting.
We could talk about like, we can start off like high school, middle school.
Okay. I guess just like how the vibes have changed throughout our lives.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I feel like I'm getting to my mid-20s.
Yeah.
Like next year I'll be 25.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why, but like the past year, I've kind of just been feeling like sometimes I just don't enjoy some people's energies. And that's not, I don't think that's a bad thing though. Because it's like I love the people around me, but sometimes it's just I can't handle it. So it's like, you know how you used to have best friends?
Yeah.
And it's like you'd always hang out with them, like throughout middle school, throughout high school, throughout college, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like my seasons of friends change. Like every single year I hang out with the same people, but it's like I don't always hang out with them consistently one year or every single year. Like it's one year I hang out with these group of friends more, and then the next year I hang out with the other group of friends, and it's like, I don't know. I think that's just part of life though, and like friendship in general, where I have my best friends. I do. But I don't always like hanging out with them. Not to call my friends out. That's, again, it's not like a bad thing. It's just like the energy I need around me. And I'm sure they can also feel the same way too, because it's like you have friends that you go out with, friends that you go to the park with, friends that you go to the mall with, and other things like that. And I don't know, I think it's important to have a variety of friends that like to do things that you like to do too, which is why get some hobbies, people. But I don't know, that's just kind of what I've been thinking about lately.
Do you think you're outgrowing these individuals?
See, that's what I was thinking about too. I was like, am I just getting outgrown, like what you said, outgrowing these friendships? Oh, you can go to the left.
Oh.
No, you're good. No, not here. The next. Because this only goes straight, but you can make the left. Yeah, follow this car.
Did I see him?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay,
You're
it's
going
not
to the highway. Yeah, you're good. Okay, but you said, am I outgrowing these friends? I thought about that, and at first I was kind of really confused because I was like, do I just not like my friends anymore? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I do enjoy the time I spend with my friends though, I'm gonna be honest. Like we have really good times, but there are days where I hang out with them and then I get in my car or I go home and I'm just completely drained, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to see you guys for a few more days or like a week or a few weeks. Like I need to regain my social battery. And I think maybe that's just the part of me that is an introvert, where I get drained by people's energy. But it's like I'm also an extrovert because...
Do I go next to me?
You can stay in whichever. Oh yeah, you can stay in one more lane. Yeah. When I come back home or get in my car, it's like I notice that my energy is just completely drained. And I'm like, maybe it's because... Maybe it's not even a them problem. Maybe it's just me. Like I'm hanging out more than I should, and it's like I need to uphold my boundaries with people, where it's like, okay, I'm feeling a bit tired, like I'm gonna go home now, because I do stay longer than I should, but it's just because I'm enjoying the moment. But then I realize afterwards, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Yeah, but then sometimes it isn't my fault and it's them, because it's like we're talking about certain things where it's like I don't have the capacity to hold it, and then that's when I notice like the shift in me changing, where it's like I start going quiet, and you know that I'm drained when I'm not talking anymore, because I talk a lot, especially with like my friends or people I'm close with. But the moment I'm just like, I'm shut up, you know, I'm quiet, I'm gone, that's when you know. That's when I know, at least. But I feel like I want to know before the quiet happens, so I don't become just silent, you know?
Would you say that, like, you going quiet is reading their body language where they don't want to talk about it anymore? Or do you just go silent because you don't want to carry the conversation further?
I think the second one, yeah. It's just like, maybe I don't have enough interest in it, or it's just like, I don't really care about the topic. And it's like, yes, I am, you know, connecting with people, but I think it's the fact that I have to connect with people that drains me, because it's like, I don't have energy to.
So if you're saying that you have to connect with people who drain you, would you say those people are good for you? Because if people drain you, doesn't that mean they're bad for you?
See, and that's also something else that's been on my mind too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, I don't know, because I'm an overthinker, so I'm kind of just like, okay, I have these people in my life that I know I get drained from, but at the same time, I know that I have good times with. So it's like, I hang out with them, but I think right now it's like I've been pushing hanging out with people a little bit further away than I used to, because I've been wanting like alone time. And yeah, because there is this one point with my friends and we hung out like every single day, but it's like I wanted to at that time, but like now in my life, I do not want to be seeing people. Like, I've been seeing people every single day the past 2 weeks, and I'm just so like zonked out. Like, I don't know. But yeah, back to your question on like,
if they're like draining you.
Yeah, if they're draining me, I don't know. Yeah.
I think that might be something that you might have to focus on, because I think your body rejects what's not meant for you. And I think if you hang out, is this the right way?
Yeah.
Bro, I just kind of kept going.
No, you're good. This is good.
I think, yeah, your body does reject what's not meant for you. So I think you should just listen to it and just see where that brings you. So the next time you hang out with certain people, just listen to your body, and your energy does tell you a lot too. Do you want to change the topic to something else, but still keep it on energy?
Oh, yeah.
Take right?
Yeah, either way. Yeah, just right.
Let's talk about relationships. I think that's been a big thing about energy.
Yeah.
With people or anybody. What's your thoughts on relationships right now? Energy, trying to build relationships, or your past relationships, or just in this generation in general, or
this generation is so scared of commitment. And I don't know if it's just our generation, but that's the generation I'm living in, so that's the only one I can talk about. You can make a right here. But yeah, that's the generation I'm living, so I can only speak on that. But this generation, I'm not saying no other generation was not scared of commitment. I'm just saying this generation, because that's what I can speak on. But this generation is so scared of commitment, and I don't know why. Like, I know there are people out there that want commitment. I want commitment, but I'm like, what? One out of the 10 people want commitment, and the other 9 are so scared of it. And I get it. It's like, people are so scared of commitment because of past traumas, past relationships. But I'm like, if you keep being stuck in your past, you're never going to move forward. It's like, people talk about healing, but they never stay to heal. Yeah, you can go straight. They never stay to heal. And I'm like, if you keep running and running from your patterns, of course you're going to be repeating things again, because you never really sat down with your feelings and sat down with why do you keep running? Like, start questioning yourself that. And I don't think people realize that they're running and self-sabotaging a relationship until, I don't know, they start thinking about their healing or doing the work. But that's just like, sometimes you gotta tell people straight to their face and be blunt that, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Like, you're doing that out of fear, or you're scared, or whatever. Like, you gotta look them in the eye and really straight up tell them, because some people don't know. Like, they're clueless, actually. But yeah, it's the commitment part. I'm so sick and tired of people being like, oh, I thought I was ready, but I'm not. Like, just, you know, communicate that you're scared.
Left, right, straight.
Go straight. Communicate with people that you're scared, and, you know, work on it from there. Like, what can you do? How can you be in this relationship and still keep yourself by upholding your boundaries, but also respecting your partner as well, because it's not just about you anymore. And that's the thing. People that are so scared of commitment are afraid of losing themselves in a relationship. But I'm like, you have to understand, when you get in a relationship, it's not just about you anymore. Like, you have to be able to compromise and communicate with another human being, because it's about we, us, rather than just me and I. So I'm like, why get in a relationship if you're so scared of that? I get it. People want connection, and, you know, they want love too. But it's like, if you're going to open someone's heart and know you can't hold it to your full capacity or to their capacity, don't even open it in the first place, you know? Like, you're just hurting a good person because of yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I'm kind of just complaining from, like, my current situation, but also, like, just past relationships, and thinking about other podcasts and just thinking about other people's experiences, where it's like, oh my gosh. And then I saw something on Instagram where a lady was like, oh, what was it? Hold up, let me pull it up. It was this video.
This is gonna be interviewing Ada's. I'll figure out the rest. Because I want to bring in people and see what kind of advice they have to say.
Yes.
And I'll add on, but I
want your guys' thoughts too about this generation and dating.
Because the energy in this generation feels so weird. And honestly, it makes me question, because I'm literally 18, turning 19, gonna be 20 next year. You can show the lady that you're talking about.
No. To summarize her video, she was just saying that a top tier man is just an average woman, because our expectations for a man is literally all that a woman can do. Someone that can hold emotion, someone that can cook, someone that can clean, has money, you know, has a job, and can do all these certain things. And I'm like, when I look at women, I'm just so amazed, because I'm like, I'm not saying women, this is not like a feminism movement. I'm just saying, like, we have so much qualities that we look for in a man, and men just cannot hold it. And then that goes to, like, the difference between men and women. But it's like, I wish men could see how women want to be loved too. Because it's always like, they're always scared of something and they always want to run from it. And it's always emotions they want to run from. But I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm trying to go with this. I'm kind of just frustrated at men. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a hater girl right now. I'm just disappointed and upset with current situations of how men are right now. And I don't even know if I'm gonna want this to be put out by the way I'm saying it, because it sounds like I'm hating on men. I'm just frustrated. And
Straight?
Yeah, go straight.
I think what you're trying to put is that a lot of women in this generation is being more... Oh, this side can go.
Yeah.
A lot of women in this generation is being more masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say? Where a lot of men in this generation isn't taking hold of their masculinity where women are. If you look at statistics, it does prove that women are going to school more than men. It is showing that women are going in more dominant men fields, and you guys could do your research, but it's true. I think that's what Ada's pretty much trying to say. Like, you could look up at Mel Robbins' podcast. She speaks it for herself. There's more research you could look into. And then there are other famous people out there that do podcasts. But otherwise, yeah.
No, like, it's so true when it's like women have stepped so much into their masculine energy that men have become the princesses. And I say that. I 100% stand by that. And it's like, I get it. Men had to be tough for so long that now they can finally blah, 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 blah. But it's like, no. I don't know. It's not that I'm looking for a parent. I'm not looking for anyone. Oh, you should turn. No, you're good. You can just go straight. Sorry. I forgot to
Okay.
It's not that I'm looking for a parent. It's not that I'm looking for someone that has a lot of money. I'm looking at someone that can care for me the same way that I care for them. Because it's like, I know what I'm capable of, but I hope that you can also show me that same. It's being reciprocal in a relationship. And then, like, that's the bare minimum, is being able to reciprocate what you're giving to your partner. And of course, you're not going to be able to love each other exactly the same way that you want or need, but it's like, can you try? You know, like, let's start learning each other's love languages. You know, let's do that. And I don't know, when you're in your masculine for something as a woman, you feel it. Like, it drains you. Where it's like, don't you care about me too, you know? Like, now I have to ask for all these things, and it feels like now I'm needy. And I'm not saying that you should let men mind read you, or anyone mind read you. To the left, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should let people mind read you, but it's like, when you're constantly telling people how you like things, it gets draining, because it's like, man, are you even paying attention? Because women are just so intuitive, where they know without even asking, but men aren't, and that's the frustrating part. And I get it, you're not a woman, you know, to men, but it's like, I just wish they could see on our side that it gets tiring being so intuitive into people's emotions and thoughts, but it's never received on our end.
Left?
Yeah, left.
There's only one way.
Yeah. Just leaving an arrow that says left.
Oh my God, bro.
But yeah. Like, do you get what I mean, though, when I say that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do understand where you're coming from. It's just that it's put in a different way, where I think if people are listening to this, they need to just be open-minded to how you're reciprocating it.
Yes. Because, you know, I feel for men, though. I really do. Like, when I have conversations with my other friends when they're bashing about men, I'm just like, well, no, you know, I do see both sides. But because I'm talking about you can turn red light turning.
Okay.
Make it red. But because I'm talking about my experience right now, I'm a woman, so I'm talking from my point of view. Do I hate men and think they should all go away? No, I'm not saying that, okay? I have no hatred for them. I actually feel so much sympathy for them, because I know they also face so much too. But it's like, women also face the same.
Here?
No, just go straight. But it's like, I wish we could all see eye to eye sometimes, because it's always like men against women. And I'm like, that's not what I want. And I hope that's not what everyone wants either. It's just like, I just want a balance of energies, you know? Balance of people, thoughts, whatever. Just be open-minded.
Yeah, I think in this generation, people are slowly being more like narcissist. Do you agree with me?
Narcissistic?
Yeah, because people always have to go, like, believe their way of things. Do you think so? Because of social media?
Yeah, I wouldn't say people are like full-blown narcissists, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah.
Make it right. Yeah. And I think a lot of those tendencies come from, you know, their woundings and their parents, or maybe even just from themselves. But like that all stems from, I believe everything stems from childhood. Like all of who you are is from your childhood, and I believe you can really trace back anything that you feel now to when you're a kid. And it's also like how you were brought up. So a lot of it has to do with, you know, generational trauma. Ooh, that car.
Dude.
Generational trauma. Or parents. And, ooh, that was disgusting, car.
At least our car. We filtered only in the car.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so it's like, people that have all of these qualities, I don't blame you. But like, you have to take accountability for how you're treating other people and, you know, the words that you say to other people, because it's not nice sometimes. And people do think that, this is bringing me on to another topic.
Yeah.
Oh, make it right here. Sorry. Yeah, it brings me on to another topic of like, I don't know, what would you say is borderline being blunt or just being rude?
I think that's for people to figure out, because I feel like people do know when they're being rude.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't, I think it's kind of on you learning how to think before you speak, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it's not that hard to think before you speak. It's just more on learning.
Right on this road.
Because if people don't know how to think before they speak, they never had enough social events to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a deer.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful around here.
Like, for me, I had social anxiety. I was very quiet. And when I spoke, my friends were pushing me around and tell me things, this and that. And I think it was out of jealousy, envy, or I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I eventually cut them off once I hit high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really asked, but I think at the end of the day, so I'm always falling back at statistics, because it proves that people who don't have good parents, or just things that are happening at home, shows that kids will create these habits and bully people just because they're getting bullied. It's a way of how they adapt and how they speak to other people. Because it shows like a way of how, I wouldn't know how to say how, but like it's just more like they're getting treated badly at home too. They're gonna need some way to relieve it, and it's gonna be at school or the social events that they go out in public. That's why most crimes are caused by what happens at home or how they grew up. That's why they never had a role model. When you have a role model and good parenting, it leads to them being good or just not having these crimes in this world. But at the same time, if everything was good, then how would this world be like? I'm not sure how to phrase it, but I think you guys kind of get the vision. Also, my dad is wondering when I'm going to be home.
Oh, do you want to text him?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
I'll text him.